Hi there foodies, today we're going to make something simple and delicious. We're using some familiar products if you're from the Caribbean. I have some tin sausage right here. These are ready to eat sausages and you don't need to boil them, anything at all. They are good to go, alright, as it says on the label there, ready to eat. And we are also going to be using some festival mix. This is super convenient and it's going to help us with this nice dish that we're going to be making today. If you can't find this anywhere at all, you can use my fried dumpling recipe for the dough, but this is super convenient. So if you can get it, awesome. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to use my sieve just to take out any lumps that might be there. Usually there isn't, but I love this step because it also helps to get the mixture even lighter. Alright, and then next we're going to add some cool water to mix the dough together. And you don't want to over mix, but you do want to try to bring everything together in the center and move things around, create a ball. Now you might be tempted to over knead because you want that ball to be super smooth, but do not over knead. You're going to allow it to sit and rest, and then it's going to get nice and relaxed and easy to handle. So I am going to cover it with a damp cloth, and this is just to keep it from drying out. All right, so back to the sausage. All right, easy to open, so get that open, and then we are going to drain off the broth that it comes with. Believe it or not, some people actually drink this, but we're going to drain that off because all we need is the sausages. So the dough has been rested. You're just gonna flour your board or your clean counter and a rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, use a clean bottle, and we're just trying to roll out the dough flat and thin. Okay, try to get a sort of rectangular-ish shape, as long as you can and thin, and then we are going to cut down the middle. Okay, because what we're doing is we're making some sausage rolls. This is such a nice dish for appetizer, snack for the kids or the teens. It could even be breakfast, it could be lunch. Place the sausages along the edge, and then we are going to carefully just roll it over. And don't worry about it being perfectly neat, because you can go in and just squeeze things together. So squeeze and roll, just squeeze and roll. You want it to be as tight as possible. Alright, so once you have your roll, all you need to do is cut it up. You can cut it as small as you want. Okay, the way I'm cutting it now, it's kind of like each sausage is cut in half, so like a little less than 1 inch pieces. So see, beautiful. Just cut those up, and then we are going to cook them. I'll be using my deep fryer today, 350 degrees. You want to cook these until they're golden brown and floating. That's it. Remember that the dough is thin, so it's gonna cook really fast, and the sausages are not raw, so this doesn't take a lot. Okay, if you don't have a deep fryer, that's fine. Just use a nice big pot to get them deep fried really nicely, and then drain them. Okay, try not to put them on paper towels. Drain them on a wire rack or in the basket, the deep fryer basket, so that they can stay nice and crisp. They are so nice. Look at that, beautiful. You can have it with some ketchup or some sweet chili sauce, some pepper sauce, anything of your choice. But they are so convenient, and they are best served hot. Okay, but warm is fine. So go ahead and try it that way, but I'm going to show you another way. Okay, so we're using the same dough, guys. All right, I'm dusting the board because I don't want the dough to stick to the board. So use your cutting board or your counter, sprinkle some flour on there, and you're going to roll it out the same way. The only difference is going to be, the final shape. It's the same dough. So just roll that out thinly, just sprinkle on some flour if you find that it's sticking, and then I'm just gonna use my pizza cutter. You can use a knife just to cut off those edges, and then we are gonna be cutting it into some smaller shapes. So this way is kind of like pigs in a blanket, if you've ever heard of that term. However, it's chicken sausages we're doing today, right? So all we're gonna do is cut it into 4 long pieces, and then we are gonna go in and cut again to get some squares. And don't worry about the shape being perfect, okay? Then we're gonna cut again to get some triangles. It's kind of like you're doing pigs in a blanket. All right, so cut those, and then we're gonna roll the sausages inside. All right, so take each piece, put the sausage at the end there, and just roll. And you want to do this as tight as possible, okay? And then when it gets to the end there, you want to press it down to seal it. If you feel like using a dot of water on there, fine, but you can just press it down. So you see, put it at that end, the wider end, and then roll it. All right, simple as that. Simple. I find that sometimes they can loosen if you don't press them down properly or seal them with a little bit of water. Okay, so be careful there. It's the same thing with these guys. Golden brown, floating, nice and light and beautiful. And then drain them and you're good. That's it. Remember, I said this could be appetizer, it could be snack for the kids, it could be snack for the adults, it could be brunch, it could be lunch. You can decide what you want it for, but it's so simple, and trust me, it's affordable too, right? So you can serve it with a sauce, or you can serve it with ketchup and mustard. Super duper easy. I know you're gonna love it, and once you try one, it's hard to stop. Let me know what you think, guys, once you try, and Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.